What's up guys, Captain Ron, the Master Apprentice, back with you with another video. Today we're going to go up here and check out Harbor Freight. We're going to see what kind of deals they got going on, and also I'm going to go over some beginner tools that you guys can pick up if you are getting into the automotive industry right here at Harbor Freight. So stay tuned. Alright guys, we're inside Harbor Freight. The first thing we're going to look at for beginner tools is going to be ratchets and sockets. Go over there, take a look at those, see what we want to look at, see what they got good deals on, and see what might not be good to pick up. So, let's go. So starting off with the ratchets, we've got the Pittsburgh ratchets. These are not bad ratchets. This is actually kind of ratchets I started off with whenever I started in the industry 2 years ago. The only downside to them is that fact that, and I've mentioned this before, the on and off are completely backwards. They're typically, with any other manufacturer, your off is to the right, on is to the left, and for whatever reason Pittsburgh feels the necessity to mix that up and make all their products be completely backwards. Like I said, not bad ratchets for what they are, but that will be a learning curve you'll have to get over once you go to getting some better ratchets, whether it be Matco, Snap-on, whoever. But for the price that you pay for them, I mean, you're looking at $20 for a ratchet across the board. They're not bad ratchets to start off with. Now, when it comes to sockets are going to be anywhere between, I don't know, depends on what kind you want. You can get them in full sets, just like this, where you got the ratchet plus your socket sets. Or you can get just the sockets themselves. I've stated before in one of my previous videos that if you're going to buy sockets starting off, you might as well buy impact sockets. That way, whenever you go to use them, not only can you use them with your hand tools, but you can also use them with your air or battery tools as well. They're not going to be any, I mean, they're going to be considerably thicker on the sidewall because they are impact tools. But to be honest, if you're using an impact, you're going to want something sturdy anyways. And if you're looking for the cheap route to go to get some tools, getting impact sockets as opposed to chrome sockets are going to be the way to go, unless you feel really fruity and you got to get these multicolored ones. But you know, I don't judge. Now, if you want to get everything all in one and in a nice package, they do offer a 20-piece socket set that comes with the ratchet. Nothing super special about it. Couple of extensions, couple of deeps, couple of shallows, but it's going to get you by for what you need to do general maintenance and work in the shop. Only runs you about 21 bucks for the entire set, but again, you're getting what you pay for. And again, I would highly recommend going with an impact set like this one here. This doesn't come with the ratchet, but it does have all of your impacts, and that runs you about 30 bucks as well. But this is going to be a bigger deal because it's going to have all your sizes that you're going to need. It's got SAE and metric plus some extensions, and that'll get you by until you can get some better stuff. Harbor Freight does also offer their own line of torque wrenches if you need one of those as well. If you're going to be working in any automotive shop and you're going to be doing wheels, tires, stuff like that, you're going to need a torque wrench. Personally, starting off, I would say get one of these that is the click style. Don't get a digital one. The digital one, you're just going to be paying more for the convenience of actually, not having to dial it in through the dial system, you'd be able to type it in. If you got the money to blow on one, by all means you can do so. But personally, if you're just going to be torquing down wheels and stuff like that just in the beginning, get you one of these. They're gonna serve you a little bit better than what the other one is. And like I said, you can see the price difference. You're looking at $100 for the click type, and you're looking at about $170 or more for the digital type. Moving on to your screwdrivers, you've got Pittsburgh, you've got Quinn, you've got other kinds of brands here. Again, it's all personal preference. I mean, you could go with a 15-piece screwdriver set that's got a nice rubber handle to it, comes in a variety of sizes, and that's going to run you $30. Or you can come down here and get the full Master Series set for 22-piece set for $10. Again, quality is going to trump quantity at this point, so it might be worth spending a little bit extra money on these ones up here, then come down here and get the ones that have all of it. But if you're not going to be using a screwdriver all that much, it may not hurt to spend $10 on a screwdriver set. They've also got these 32-piece screwdriver sets down here that come with precision screwdrivers. Again, I've got a set of precision screwdrivers at my job, and I don't use them hardly at all. Going with something like this is not going to be that great of a thing, but then again, it's only $8 for a 32-piece screwdriver set. If it breaks or something like that, it's not hard to replace. I would steer away from these multi-use tools like this that have the interchangeable tips. I've got one in my toolbox that I don't even touch, so we'll just throw that back over there. We don't need that. Now, if you need something to hold all of your sockets, you can go with one of these socket rails. Same thing goes for your wrenches. You can do wrench holders. The socket rails are basically plastic socket holders on a thin metal band. It does have a magnet to it, so it will magnetize to any metal. Again, I don't personally like these kind. I definitely don't like these kind. But if I was going to pick one, I'd have to go with the socket trays like this, the little post ones. Got all the numbers on top. These are SAE. Looks like they had metric ones, but they're all gone. But for $30, I mean, it's not a bad deal to have. They do have some smaller ones down here as well for your 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch. This one here is also the full set of them as well, but those are just a little bit smaller. Another tool that you'll need in your beginner's toolbox is going to be a set of locking pliers, vice grips. Make sure you pick you up a nice set. These actually aren't that bad. They've got a nice grip to them. They're a 3-piece set. They run you $10. Don't know how well the teeth would hold up to things, but I mean, I've got a Snap-on locking plier at work, and the teeth are like almost completely ground off of it, so they're gonna happen. And like I said, for $10 to replace all 3 of them, it's not a bad deal. Actually, probably a pretty good deal, and I probably should pick some up at some point, but we'll get to there. Another thing you'll want to pick up as well is going to be a C-clamp plier like this. This will be used for depressing calipers and stuff like that, so might not hurt to pick up 1 or 2 of these. These only run $5, so picking up 2 of these to be able to depress calipers when you're doing brake jobs, this will be a really cool thing to have. Now, if you're in a hurry and you just want to one and done everything, Harbor Freight also offers a mechanics tool set. This is a 255-piece tool set. It's got your wrenches, it's got your adjustable wrenches, your pliers. Looks like it's got a set of safety glasses possibly with it, some sockets, both at the SAE and metric. Oops, let's get you guys in frame. Extensions, ratchets, 3 different ratchets in there. Like I said, this covers pretty much everything you're going to need, and this thing here runs $140, comes in a nice tough case. So if you needed something to be portable, this will be a good deal to go with. But again, like I said, it's not going to cover any of your impacts or anything like that you're going to need for impact work with tires, any other brake jobs, stuff like that. You're going to need some impact sockets. So keep in mind that if you get this, you're still going to have to go over and buy those impact sockets as well. They also offer a 301-piece mechanics toolkit. Pretty much the exact same thing, but it's got some extra little odds and ends in it. it runs you $200. Again, not a terrible thing to have for a beginner mechanic, but keep in mind that you're going to have some other stuff along with this that you're going to need to pick up as well. Now, another thing you're going to need if you're going to be turning wrenches is wrenches. You're going to need to be able to turn them. They have some little sets in here, like this 5-piece flex head combo set. This isn't actually a bad set. They're 180 degree articulating. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 is what comes in this little set, and it runs 24 bucks. Not bad. Or you can just go with the regular standard set that you would need. This one runs from, looks like 8 to 25. Skips a couple things in there, but $20 for an entire set of wrenches as well. Not a bad deal for those, but again, we're just beginning, guys. We don't need anything fancy. We don't need anything super elaborate or anything like that. You just need some wrenches so that you can get some work done. They offer some bigger ones down here. These are 32-piece sets. Look like they come in SAE and metric, so you could always do that. That'll run you 20 bucks. But again, just like everything else, quality over quantity. It might not hurt to go with some of the smaller sets and pick up what you need after that, instead of going with the all-in-one that's going to have everything but may end up bending on you or may end up breaking on you. Because like I said, $20 as opposed to $25 for a little set. These are probably going to hold up a little bit better. And again, for you fruity types, color-coded wrenches, yeah, we don't need those. Wait, we're not getting that frustrated yet. We don't need axes to cut up cars. We do need hammers though. You will need some sort of dead blow hammer to get rotors off, stuck tires off, stuff like that. You don't want anything metal like a claw hammer or anything like that. You want to get something that's going to be soft so it doesn't damage anything. Picking up one of these, they've got a, let's see, what do they got? They've got a 2 pound dead blow, a 2.5 pound, 3 pound, 4 pound. Those would be good ones to pick up for working in the shop. They've got nice heft to them. They got the sand in there so you can hit it, actually put a little extra effort into it. And they're not bad price. You know, 10 bucks for a 3 pound dead blow, not a bad deal. I also have one of these at my shop, just so I have a little extra oomph to hit rotors off. That might be a good one to pick up as well, but definitely want to get a dead blow hammer. So like I mentioned before, you guys are going to need to pick up an impact of some type. Now, whether or not you go with something like this, where you got a battery-powered impact, so you don't have to drag an air hose around with you, that's entirely up to you whether or not you've got the money to spend on an electric tool like that. If not, your shop should have air, so you can go with air tools. Air tools are going to run you anywhere between, looks like $90 and $300 for this big beefy bastard back here. But I mean, honestly, you can get away with something like this, 150 bucks for an earthquake. I never have used one of these, so I can't attest to the quality of them. But if they're anything like the whiz wheels and the die grinders that I've had from here, probably won't hold up too well. I would say save your money spending on impacts, air impacts and battery impacts from here, and save your money and get something good. Get a Milwaukee, get a Snap-on, you know, whatever floats your boat. But if you're in a pinch and you need one, these are going to be the way to go. Keep in mind that you'll want to make sure to read how much they are rated for air-wise, because if your shop's air runs a lot higher than what these are rated for, these things are going to break super quick. That's kind of the reason I had issues with one of these. These were not rated for the amount of air we push through our shop. So what happens? It stripped out everything inside the head and they went junk. So make sure you guys keep that in mind and check that before you go and spend the money on one of these and then, oh, it broke. Now, once you get all your tools, you're going to want something to protect your investment. You got to make sure you lock them up at night, make sure nobody takes them. So you're going to want to get something to store them in. Now, if you want to go with getting a toolbox like this so you have room to grow, room to expand, by all means you can do them. These things are actually not that bad price. Like for example, this blue one right here runs $500. $500 for it's got a rubberized mat on top. The drawers, they actually feel pretty sturdy. Let's see if they got a detent to them. Nope, no detent, but you know, that's not a big deal. Come with rubberized mats in the bottom to protect everything. And like I said, for a little 2-bay toolbox like this, $500, that's not a terribly bad expense. They do obviously come in different colors, so you guys can pick and choose what kind of colors you want. But I mean, this is the first time I've actually looked at the Harbor Freight toolboxes, and to be honest, they're not that bad. I mean, I'm kind of impressed by them. Drawers are a little wobbly, but if you take care of it, it'll take care of you. But if you don't want to spend $500 on a toolbox, your other option would be to go with a tool cart. You're going to be a beginner mechanic. You're not going to have that much stuff to put in there, and you can always upgrade later on down the road. These are nice flip lid carts. Show you guys what it looks like when it's closed. So you've got a flip lid cart right here. Once you have it locked, it will lock all your drawers as well. And then you've got a lock on, oh, it's right here in front. So there's your key lock right there. So once you lock it, the lid will be locked and everything be good and safe. Rubber mats on the inside, places to put all your pry bars and stuff like that. Pry bars is another thing you need to pick up as well. We'll go look at those in a minute. But as for drawers, they've got little tabs over here that you got to use to pull them open with. Again, the drawers are a little wobbly. That could just be from manufacturing here, because I'm sure they don't get shipped here like this. They might. But there's an area down here to keep other stuff as well. But for what you're going to need to start off with, this will be a really good investment. And you're only looking at $230 for a mechanic's drawer cart. Not really a bad price at all. And again, they come in several different colors to choose from. I'm actually kind of impressed by these. I've got a Blue Point roll cart myself, and I've been looking to get one of these. This might be another option, because I know Snap-on, they want like upwards of like $400, $500, $600 for a flip top cart, and these are actually pretty nice. Although they don't have purple. They don't have purple to match my toolbox, so might have to find out something about that. So while walking around, I found one more thing that you guys might want to pick up, and that's going to be a trim set. Personally, one like this that's got the little handles with the forked tongues to them. These are awesome for pulling off door panels and stuff like that. Sorry for the music, guys. This is another thing you might want to pick up. It is a panel clip plier. These are good for taking the clips out of fascias, taking them out of wheel wells and stuff like that. That would be definitely a good thing to pick up. But if not, at least getting one of these plastic molding sets, these trim sets, these would be a good, quick thing to have, just so that you're not scratching up people's interiors and stuff like that with your tools, trying to get clips out. One thing I forgot to mention while I was over here with all the vice grips is that you're going to want a plier set as well. I personally would recommend getting something like this that's got the multiple plier sets. It's got the, you've got your wire cutters, your needle nose, regular pliers, channel locks, stuff like that. Picking up a set of those are going to be key to having a good time at the shop, because there's going to be times that you're going to end up dropping stuff, or you need to get a connector off, or you need to cut wiring to do wiring stuff. You're going to definitely need some of those, so make sure you pick up a set of those as well. One other item you're going to need to pick up is going to be a pry bar set. This is a 4-piece set, runs you $12 for it. The biggest pry bar is going to be the entire length of that box, but you're going to need that for getting calipers, brake pads, stuff like that dislodged, getting some stuck components dislodged. But keep in mind, you're paying for a set of pry bars that are $11. If they snap, it's your own fault, because you're spending $11 on pry bars. I would recommend getting a little bit stronger set, a little bit better name than Pittsburgh. But again, if you're in a pinch, these will work. Well guys, that's going to end my trip here at Harbor Freight. I didn't pick up anything. I've already got half the stuff I showed you guys. But I wanted you guys to see what Harbor Freight has to offer in way of tools for the beginner mechanic. There's going to be times where you're going to pay quality over quantity. There's times you're going to pay quality over quantity. It really depends on what fits you and what fits your needs and your price budget. I'd like to hear if there's any tools that you guys think that should have been in this video as well. You guys can link or leave those in comments down below. I will leave you guys all the information about Harbor Freight, where to find them online. The best time to go get tools for them is going to be around the holidays. They're running sales all the time. It's Labor Day. That place was packed. I mean, you guys probably saw half the people walking around in there, and they had the music cranked up, trying to get everybody in a good mood to want to buy tools. Yeah, music. No. I mean, half the stuff in there I have, and half the stuff in there I don't need. So, but like I said, if you are a beginning mechanic and you're just getting into the field and you need to get tools and you don't want to shell out $7,000-8,000 on Snap-on or Matco or Mac or whoever your provider is, Harbor Freight is not a bad place to start. It's where I started. All the stuff I still use from time to time, the Harbor Freight stuff that I bought 2 years ago when I started in the industry. So being able to buy stuff from Harbor Freight, yes, it is going to be considerably cheaper, but it is also going to be considerably less quality. There's no warranty on those tools, so if something breaks, too bad, you got to go buy another one. But again, the prices on some of the stuff in there, if you break it, what's 20 bucks to go buy another one? Or what's 10 bucks to go buy another one? You know, it's not that big a deal. You're not shelling out, you know, $150 for a ratchet like you would Snap-on. You're shelling out 20 bucks for a ratchet for Pittsburgh, and if it breaks or something happens with it, you go spend another 20 bucks and you got a new ratchet. So keep that in mind whenever you guys go to Harbor Freight. There's going to be, and like I said, do your reviews, do your lookups online. Not only watch my video, we'll watch everybody else's video. There's tons of people right now doing Harbor Freight videos over, you know, toolboxes and tools and doing reviews and stuff like that. Do your homework. Go and look and see if spending that $20 is going to be worth doing, or if it should just be better to bite the bullet and buy something that's going to be better quality, something that you're going to use every single day. Is it worth spending $20 and the potential of it breaking, and then you're out the rest of the day working because you don't have that tool, or you got to go over to your buddy and say, hey, my tool broke. Can I borrow yours until I can go to Harbor Freight and get another one? I mean, depending on your relationship with people, they might be like, yep, here's a tool, go do what you got to do. Some of them might be like, sorry, dude, your tool broke. You're kind of SOL. So just keep that in mind. You know, if it's going to be something that you're going to use day in and day out every single day, I would recommend picking up one that's going to be a little bit sturdier, a little bit higher quality, and one that's going to have a warranty to it, as opposed to going and spending 20 bucks on one from Harbor Freight. So like I said, do your homework, look at reviews, and think about how much you're going to be actually be using that tool every single day. And that will help you make a decision on whether or not Harbor Freight is a good choice for that specific tool. So I want to thank you guys very much for coming by and checking out my video today. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell notification if you haven't done so that you guys know when I come out with new videos. Try to do them, you know, as often as I can. Also, we're getting really close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. Matter of fact, I think as of recording, we're at 950 subscribers. So thank each and every one of you guys for that. I'm going to be doing a live stream giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to get in on chances on winning some pretty awesome stuff, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell their friends to hit subscribe, and let's get me up to 1,000 subscribers so that you guys can get some awesome stuff. But in the meantime, if you guys have any questions about anything I've covered today, feel free to leave comments down below in the comments section. I'll be happy to respond to them and maybe make another video about Harbor Freight stuff in the future. Or if you guys want to see me put a video out of something specific, say another store or another brand or whatever, leave those in the comments below and let me know as well. But until next time, this is Captain Ron signing off, and we'll see you next time.